We should start charging these men deposits to date us.
2025 is the year that I find my husband. I just know.
This relationship coach that quit due to all of these unrealistic demands.
Dear future husband, where are you?
Finding your husband through astrology and through
The clock's ticking. Modern women are making it their mission to marry this year.
Can we talk about the dating apps for a minute? Because I deleted all of my dating apps right before the new year.
I'm 33, single, living in California, and I'm finding my man this year. And so are you.
Okay, so you want to know where are all the rich guys right now, right? I get that question a lot.
Transactional relationships are what most women are offering right now in dating. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
I am determined to meet someone outside of a dating app, so let's do that today.
But nobody talks about what it's like to be a secret lover girl trapped in an independent girl's body.
Today's episode of Trying to Find My Husband on TikTok in 2025. One of the things I'm looking for.
Here are some few places to meet a provider.
Men love the chase. And guess what? If he's not chasing you, he's chasing.
You are not in love with them after 4 dates. You just think you are.
A lot of my clients come to me because they really, really, really want a relationship.
Ouch.
I'm 33, single, living in California, and I'm finding my man this year. And so are you, so listen up. You need to start radiating wife material energy. Confidence is magnetic. If you're not confident, fake it till you make it. Go out solo, crush your goals, and really invest in your glow up. You're not looking for someone to complete you, rather someone who is going to complement your life. Therefore, you must be investing in you. Be playful and warm. Men are going to fall for how you make them feel. No man wants a tight and rigid woman. Which tip are you going to try first? Comment and let me know.
This would work, but many women don't radiate wife material energy. If anything, modern women, a good majority of them, radiate masculine energy. They're aggressive, combative, always trying to take the lead, and they view submission or cooperation as weakness. Instead of being feminine, nurturing, and supportive, they bring competition, attitude, and control. They think being loud, bossy, and independent to the extreme makes them desirable, but it just makes them difficult to be around. You can't expect a masculine man to be attracted to someone who acts just like him. That's not balance, that's friction.
The goal of being a pretty girl is that most of these men don't want a serious relationship. They just want to be able to say they had access to you. Fucking sucks.
So yeah, now I literally just don't fucking like men. Like any guy I talk to now or try to talk to, it's just like you're about to live by me for like 3 months. Then you're gonna be weird. It's pointless. It's really pointless.
Are you in my Hinge likes if you're conservative when my profile is giving raging liberal? Excuse me, ew, I'm scared. Please get out of here. I don't want a boyfriend. I want a husband. But I realize that you have to have a boyfriend before you can have a husband. But I cannot do another 3-year relationship. I cannot do another 1-year relationship. It's actually really upsetting that I like men, because it's really hard to be nice to them right now, and just like the state of the world. And the ones that are nice, because I know there are obviously nice guys out there, I'm like, I don't want to hurt them because they deserve someone to, like, they deserve to find their wife, and I don't want to hurt them, but like, I can't be everyone's wife just because they're nice. It's also came to my attention that I've developed an avoidant attachment style though, because I actually like do not need a man in any way, shape, or form. At the first sign of any sort of red flag or ick, I'm like, ew. Actually, I'm good on that. Which, like, obviously no one's perfect, so everyone's gonna have some sort of red flag. Like, I'm sure I have them too. I need to chill the fuck out, actually. How am I supposed to find a husband if guys are really over here asking me if I want to hang out? No, I don't want to hang out with you. I have friends I can hang out. I don't want to hang out with you. You're a stranger. Okay, stop asking me out like that. Do you want to hang out? When can we hang out? No, I don't want to hang out with you. I also think it should be illegal for you to have a 401k and a Roth IRA, and for Snapchat to be one of the most used apps on your phone. Sir, you're 28. What is going on?
What this woman is looking for is the end result. The husband, the house, the lifestyle, without doing any of the groundwork. She literally says she doesn't want a boyfriend, but wants a husband. That right there shows she has no interest in the actual process of building a relationship, learning someone, growing with them. She just wants the title, the benefits, the outcome. And then she says it's upsetting that she likes men, that it's hard for her to be nice to them because of the state of the world. How does that make sense? You want a man to marry you, be loyal, provide, protect, but you're openly admitting you can't even be kind or respectful to men in general. That's not a woman looking for a partner. That's someone who sees men as the enemy and marriage as a transaction. It's like applying for a job you claim to hate, refusing to show up for training, and then demanding the CEO position with full benefits. It's delusional.
I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying this out loud, but women, if you are in a relationship or dating, remember there is no 50-50. You shouldn't be paying any bills, not because you can't, but because your man should be treating you like a queen. And I felt like saying that because I'm right in front of the Buckingham Palace in London, and I realized that every man should treat his woman like a queen, because otherwise there are a million others who are totally ready to do that. So don't settle for anything less than you deserve, ladies.
So I was walking into Whole Foods and there's some hot men walking in back of me, and I turned around and I was just like, whoa, these are hot men. I got a little nervous, but I was just like, you know what, turn around, man, don't get nervous. It's actually a gift for them that they're actually getting to see me. And so, yeah, I need to come to Whole Foods more often because this is where the men at.
I hate to be the friend that's always like, that's the bare minimum, that's the bare minimum. But girl, it is the bare minimum. He paid for your food? Great, my dad does that. He said that you were pretty? My mom does that every single day, and all her Facebook friends do too. Oh, he opened your door? My gay best friend does that. It is the bare minimum, girl, because if he's your boyfriend or if he's your partner, he should want to do those things for you. And if my friends and my family can already do the things that he's doing without romantically loving me, then it is the bare minimum, because a boyfriend who romantically loves you should want to push for more and do more than what you already get. I pay for my friends' dinner. I compliment my friends. Like, have you seen what I post in their Instagram comments on their hot pictures? Like, if he is not doing more than that, if he's not doing more than your best friend would do for you, then it's the bare minimum, okay? Because if my gay best friend can open my doors, and if my mom can pay for my dinners, and if my dad can compliment me daily, and if my dad can text me every single day, and if my best friend can comment on all my Instagram pictures, how hot I am, and post me and repost my things, anything that that man does is going to be the bare minimum, because he should want to do that as your boyfriend. If he treats you well, if he compliments you, great. He's your boyfriend. He should want to compliment you. If he reposts your stuff, great. He thinks you're pretty. He should. He's your boyfriend. He wants to pay for your dinner. Okay. He should want to provide for you because he romantically loves you. Duh. Like, it is the bare minimum. And don't get it twisted. I will always appreciate something that a man does for me, or my man does for me. I do appreciate it. But I'll never say like, oh, that's more than I deserve. No. It's the bare minimum.
This is the kind of talk and attitude that makes men feel unappreciated. This woman is out here saying a man paying for her meal is the bare minimum, or that calling her beautiful isn't a big deal because her father does it. Well then, why not just date your father if that's the standard you're measuring every man against? This is exactly the mindset we see in a lot of modern women today. Nothing a man does is ever enough. Instead of recognizing and appreciating the effort, they downplay it and demand more. They don't see the gesture behind a man paying for dinner, opening the door, or giving a compliment. Instead, they compare him to someone who raised them, someone who has unconditional love and responsibility toward them, and expect the same level of effort from a man who just met them. It's entitlement disguised as high standards. And then they wonder why men are pulling away, why more guys are choosing to protect their peace instead of chasing women who act like nothing is ever good enough.
I'm looking for a man who wants to get married for like 5 years. We can get divorced after that. I just don't want to work anymore. Like, I just want to play housewife. I'll cook for you. I'd like to travel. I'd like to work on my writing and maybe like work in an animal shelter. Just, what do you think?
Dude, like, women, all they want is you to take them to dinner, say they're beautiful, listen to what they have to say, and we're all about it. And they just make it so difficult.
You think it's that easy?
I really do. I went on a date with a man. I never met him. We went to a video game bar, played fucking Mario Kart. We had drinks. We vibed.
Where's that guy now then?
You're looking for a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes. I have some secrets for you, but if I go missing, it was Malala. I'm sorry, Malala, I have deep respect for you, but I personally don't want to go to school and I don't want to have career. Go to upscale bar in financial district during happy hour when people just leave work. Look expensive and mysterious and either go alone or go with just one girl. Make sure she's not prettier than you, but you didn't hear it from me. Number 2, find expensive hotel, like $1,000 to $2,000 a night. Sometimes this hotel is like the W, sometimes it's something else. Go to the hotel bar. Look expensive, look mysterious, look confused. My personal favorite is to look distressed and a bit sad. I like this. I look distressed like this. When they ask you what's wrong, just say, I've had such a bad day. But it's looking better now that you're here. A little bit corny, but it works. Do it and let me know how it went.
This advice this woman is giving to other women isn't how to find a husband. It's how to find a rich sugar daddy. These kinds of advice are for women who are chasing a lifestyle they can't afford on their own, so they plan to leech off a man to get it. This is what selling a dream to a bunch of women looks like. A carefully packaged delusion of luxury, ease, and endless attention. But now, in their minds, they actually believe they have a shot at landing a high-value, wealthy man, just because they think they know their worth, or can throw on designer heels and fake femininity for a few months. What they're not being told is the harsh reality. These men aren't looking for liabilities. They're looking for peace, not problems. And if a woman brings nothing but a pretty face and high demands to the table, she's just another temporary thrill, not a long-term investment.
I think I figured out the new way to find your husband. Hear me out. I think it's tech and business conventions. Why? Why is it tech and business conventions? It's not free, Lauren. You can't just show up there. You have to buy a ticket. Well, because you know that it's somebody that is doing well in their career, that has goals, that's very successful. There are industries that, you know, bring in great money. So if that's something that you're looking for, then I think it's a great place to check out. There were a decent amount of good-looking guys my age that worked in these industries that aligned with what I would be looking for if I was looking seriously. So I think I just had to come on here and tell my ladies about it. And, you know, if anyone wants to try it out and has any success, please let me know. But I think it would be a great opportunity.
But nobody talks about what it's like to be a secret lover girl trapped in an independent girl's body. You know what I'm saying? You're that girl that's like, I actually am a yearner deep down. I have a lot of love to give. I care a lot. But at the same time, you're a little emotionally unavailable, a little complex. You have a little ex trauma, maybe an avoidant attachment, maybe a little bit of a workaholic. And so you prioritize your career a lot of your early 20s and 30s. And now you're just like, actually, like, is it too late? Where's my person? And nobody wants to talk about this with you in your friend group because they're all in relationships and they're also just like, oh, she doesn't need anyone. She's chilling. But in reality, you're like, wait, I actually kind of do want someone.
What it sounds like to me, madam, is that you've waited too long to start looking for something serious. And now that you've accumulated all these negative traits, like being emotionally unavailable, carrying ex-trauma, you suddenly want a man to come in and deal with all that. You want a man to fix what life and bad choices have broken. And this doesn't just go for this woman. This is a trend with many modern women. They wait until they're done having their fun, prioritizing their careers to look for a man. Now they want a man with patience, emotional intelligence, financial stability, and maturity, but they're offering bitterness, control issues, and trauma in return. They're not looking for love. They're looking for a rehab center with a romantic label on it.
One thing about me is I would never allow a man to treat me anything less than literal royalty. I had to learn the hard way by getting cheated on and also getting bare minimum from a lot of people to know that I actually create my own standards. I create my own worth. If I say, yes, I am worth, like, if you want to be with me, I'm worth getting a car. I'm worth you paying all my bills. I'm worth you putting a ring on my finger. I'm worth you sending flowers to my door every single day. Then that is exactly what I'm going to attract. And that's exactly what I'm going to get. As soon as I learn how to be in my feminine energy, I learn how to literally
literally act like I was royalty, like I was used to being spoiled, and I was literally worth all of these things.
Get ready with me while I tell you about the first date I was supposed to go on tonight, except the guy canceled 20 minutes before because he said that I'm a liar. I'm after this guy on Hinge. Everything was going really well. He planned a really nice dinner date for tonight that I was really excited about. And we were just texting a little bit, you know, before the date, as you do. And he said, by the way, I really like your profile picture. I'm excited to hear the story behind it. And my profile picture is a photo of me in Greece. I have never been to Greece, and it's an AI generated photo. So I thought about it, and then I admitted that it was AI generated, and he canceled the date and told me that I'm a liar. Is that not ridiculous? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I think that is unhinged behavior.
That man had every right to block you. You faked your profile picture using AI, a scenic shot of you in Greece that you never actually took. It caught his attention, sure. It sparked curiosity. He probably thought, wow, she's well-traveled, cultured, maybe even interesting. But the moment he found out it was a lie, it was over. And rightfully so. It wasn't just about the photo, it was about trust. If your first impression is built on deception, what else are you willing to lie about? That fake picture said more than you think. It told him you're more concerned with projecting a fantasy than being real. Men are tired of illusions. They're tired of filters, fake bodies, fake lifestyles, and now, fake vacations too. AI can enhance a photo, but it can't fix character. You didn't just catfish his eyes, you catfished his expectations, and instead of owning up to it, you're upset that he blocked you.
People are like, how did you miss the red flags? And I'm like, oh, well, the thing is that I really like red flags, so to me it didn't look like a red flag. What it looked like was a welcome home sign. Yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh, yay, I belong here. Perfect.
You need help.
Hi guys, I'm Taylor and I've been single for over 2 years. Hi Taylor. Yeah, that's pretty much how it feels when I go out and tell people that I'm single. I feel like they're like thinking I need a support group. But in reality, I have found so much happiness and so much peace in being single. Not saying I want to be single forever, but if that's what God's plan is for me, then that's what it is.
Everybody is always asking me how to find a rich man. If you follow Sprinkle, she's all about telling you to find a provider. I just want to start off by saying, finding a provider can be a lot of things. It doesn't necessarily mean he's a rich man. He could provide you a lifestyle where you end up living on a farm in Oklahoma. Like, that's not going to work for me. So just because you find a provider doesn't mean you are finding the lifestyle that you are looking for. I'm not downing Sprinkle. However, I'm just saying. Now, there are two ways to do this. The first way is you are a pretty face on a skinny body and you meet a man and he takes care of you and he puts you on a budget, whatever he decides it could be, and you have to ask permission for even buying underwear because you are not an equal. You are just another one of the things that he has collected. But if you decide that you want a real relationship with a wealthy man and you want to be an equal, well, my love, you need to show up with more than just bringing yourself to the table. What I bring to the table, me, no, that's not enough. This is New York City, okay? You need to bring more to the table. These girls are coming with law degrees, MBAs, masters, pretty faces, small waists, and a tush that stands up like this. Okay? You need to bring something to the table. You want to run in these circles? Place yourself in these circles. Get a job. Start making your own money. Build yourself up. Build yourself up so you can meet an equal. And maybe his career takes off a little bit more and takes care of you a little better or whatever. But you need to come to the table not being a liability. You need to come to the table as an equal, someone with an opinion, so you are treated as an equal. Stop focusing so much on finding a rich man and focus on becoming rich yourself so you can meet a rich man and you can grow together and become richer and richer and richer and richer.
I don't know when women will finally realize this, but these so-called dating coaches are only helping them stay single even longer. They're feeding women advice that sounds empowering on the surface, but in reality disconnects them further from the men they claim to want. Take this idea she pushes, that women need to become the man's equal. But here's the thing, women in general aren't looking for equals in relationships. They don't date down, they don't even date across. They want a man who exceeds them, financially, emotionally, socially, and even physically. They want a leader, a provider, a protector, not a mirror image of themselves. Once again, many of these women are chasing a lifestyle they will never get. Because it's not built on reality, it's built on entitlement and fantasy. They see luxury trips, designer bags, soft life aesthetics on social media, and they think, I deserve that, without asking themselves why a man would give it to them.
How difficult is it to meet a man in Thailand as a foreign woman? Okay, I know a lot of people who have met their long-term partners or husbands here. I did as a foreign woman, but I would say, generally speaking, most of my foreign friends that are women have found it very difficult to date, and ultimately it's been a big reason to leave. Maybe they love the lifestyle and they were here for a long time, but they were just like sick of the games. I mean, kind of like go figure, but most Thai and most foreign men are here for Thai women, not for foreign women. It's not all, don't come for me on that one, but yeah, I would say that I've known so many women who have ultimately left because they're like, look, I want to meet someone, I want to date. I'm sick of just like being played by these men. The dating pool tends to be really small for men who are interested in foreign women here, so they get around. Anyway, let me know your experience. I would love to hear from other foreign women.
You know how you go get your hair done, but before you get your hair done, you have to put down a deposit.
Yes, that's called a down payment for services to be rendered.
And if you don't show up, you do not get that deposit back.
Yes, because they provide services that are actually costly and time-consuming.
So I done came up with an idea. We should start charging these men deposit to date us.
Rather sounds like someone's planning on rendering services in exchange for money. Doesn't sound like dating, does it?
Like, we should start charging them a fee to date us, like a 30-day trial. You pay like $1,000 to date us.
$1,000 though. My goodness, inflation really has affected everything.
So, and if they don't do right by us within them 30 days, we keep the money. I'm just saying,
I'm saying that a lot of men would probably actually rather invest that $1,000 in something that is actually worth their time and might actually give them a chance of being happy.
Start charging men $1,000 for a first date, huh? A 30-day trial period to see if he's worthy. That's the energy a lot of modern women are putting out there. Like dating is some luxury subscription service, not a real connection between two people. They expect men to jump through hoops, pass endless tests and pay for everything up front before even getting a chance to show who they really are. It's like, here's your bill, here's your evaluation, now prove you deserve me. But guess what? Men aren't machines you can buy or rent for a trial period. They're human beings, not products on Amazon. When you start treating dating like a business transaction instead of a genuine relationship, you kill the romance before it even begins. Modern dating is slowly turning into a marketplace where feelings get traded like commodities and genuine connection gets lost in the shuffle.
Toxic relationships is a thing of the past. Can I get an amen? It's 2025. We're leaving that in the past, okay? Let's get us the men who do not activate the nervous system, okay? That fussing and fighting, kissing and makeup, that's not giving soft girl era. No, baby, no. Authenticity, transparency, vulnerability, yeah, that's what we need. I know y'all thinking it's getting warm out, it's time to be hot girl summer, but no, baby. No, that gets boring, okay? Lock in. Find you a husband.
If I learn anything about going to weddings as a single person, it's that I'm willing to wait for the right one. I'm willing to wait for my forever. I'm willing to wait for someone that will truly commit their entire life, their entire being to me, and find someone that I want to commit my entire life and being to them. So I will be here waiting and looking for my right person, because I know they're going to come along, but Absolutely no settling. Absolutely no settling. Someone that sets my soul on fire. That's what I'm looking for. And that's what I'm going to get.
So I heard about this relationship coach that quit due to all of these unrealistic demands that many women have brought to her. And the reason why she quit was because there was no way she could make any of these women happy. Now, mind you, I've said this in the past. There is no way you could demand so many things from a man that you are not even demanding for yourself. You do understand that the reflection of who you are, the reflection of who you are is what you are going to attract. You get that, right? No? Let me break it down to you. You should not be asking from any man as a woman all of these things that you don't have yourself, including the job, including the salary, including clothing, designer clothing, including the car that he drives, including the house that he has, where he lives, how he lives. The list goes on. Ladies, please, I am telling you this right off the rip. I know that there are some men out there that all they want to do is be the man with the money. You know why they say this? Because majority of you women, that's all you are looking for is for the man with the money. So that is all they are focused on, is getting to the bag. What happened to relationships where you got with someone because you actually like them for who they are? And yeah, you need that security, no problem. But make sure you're secure yourself. Make sure that you have the house, that you have the car, you have the bank account. So if anything was to ever go left, you can take care of that man, because it takes two, not just one. It takes two. Really self-reflect and look at all of the reasons why you truly want to be in a relationship today, right now, if that is something that you want to do. That is all I'm saying. So you could demand all of these things from these men, but imagine if these men were demanding all of these things from you. Really think about that and be mature about it.
If even women dating coaches, women who have dedicated their careers to helping other women find love, are throwing in the towel because of the delusional standards and crazy, unrealistic expectations, what does that really say? It says the problem isn't men. It says the problem isn't the dating pool. It's the mindset. When even the professionals who've been trying to guide women are walking away, it means the level of entitlement, the refusal to self-reflect, and the obsession with chasing perfection over partnership has gotten out of hand. These coaches are seeing firsthand what many men have been saying for years, that modern dating has become a one-sided negotiation where women demand everything while offering little in return. They want a high-value man, but aren't willing to become high-value women. They want loyalty, provision, and leadership, but show up with masculine energy, trauma, and a take me as I am attitude. At some point, even the people who tried to help start to realize they can't coach someone who doesn't want to be honest with themselves. And that's the real issue.
Majority of women are absolutely delusional. They are.
How so?
But why? Oh, well, they're delusional because they believe that there's this special man specifically for them.
Yes.
That will worship the ground that she walk on for eternity and not see any other woman besides her, and not have any sexual desire for another woman outside of her, and give her all of his money and all of his attention to her.
In time.
and time. Yeah. And she believes that the older she gets, the more opportunity that she's going to face. You know why? Because she does not understand men.
Ladies, if you're looking for your husband, you need to get up around like this time and you need to go to Lowe's. Why?
So we did not find any men for y'all, but I'm back. Everything that I got from the store with me. So I went to Lowe's and I went to Dollar Tree. This is for a move-in that we have for today. I think we have two.
I do believe that women's expectations are extremely high I mean, it doesn't help when songs come out like, you know, the 6 foot tall, blue eyes, whatever that song is.
Just fun. 6'5", blue eyes.
The entitlement on social media really gives me the ick quite a lot from women of needing to completely be provided for, but yet not acknowledging what they actually bring to the table. Yes, I believe that is a part of it. However, I also see men who don't want to commit, basically.
That's because women today, by and large, don't believe they need to bring anything to the table except for themselves. In their minds, just existing as a woman, showing up, looking good, and being high value in name only, should be enough to have a man do everything for them. Protect, provide, plan, pursue, while they sit back and do the bare minimum. It's a sick mindset, and worse, it's being glorified all over social media. You see clips going viral of women bragging about how they never lift a finger, never pay a bill, never compromise. And yet they expect loyalty, devotion, and commitment in return. It's entitlement wrapped in femininity, and too many are eating it up. This narrative is setting women up for long-term disappointment because real men, especially the kind they claim to want, aren't falling for it. And what's scary is this mindset is spreading. Younger women are being raised on this delusion, thinking that being attractive is a permanent asset, not realizing that beauty alone doesn't guarantee love, loyalty, or respect.
This video right here is for the women who are praying for or looking for godly men. If that is not you, you can keep on moving. You're not ready for a godly man. And I say this with lots of love. I say it out of love. You are not ready for a godly man. You know how I know this? Because of how you act, because of how you think, because of how you talk. If you're someone who is trying to still fight and argue and do the whole unstable emotionally and mentally thing, you're not ready for a godly man, because let me tell you what, he is going to shut that down so quick. But let me just tell you this right here. In order for you to be ready for a godly man, you need to tighten up. You need to tighten up, okay? Because this man is not going to come at you wanting to fight. This man is going to come at you wanting to solve. This man is not going to come at you wanting from you. He's going to come at you giving, okay? He's not going to expect. He is going to provide. It's a crazy concept. It's crazy, but you need to be mentally prepared and emotionally prepared to be with a man like that. Because when you and I are unstable, trying to get in a relationship with a man like that, we're going to mess it up. We're going to mess it up in the worst kind of ways. I know this because it was almost me. However, I have prayed over this man for years. I have wanted to be with a godly man for years, and he didn't look like what I thought he was going to look like. And I don't mean physically. I just meant the picture, the idea of this man didn't look the way that I thought it was going to look. So at first I was skeptical. I was hesitant. I was hurt, jaded, wounded, and she was trying to push that on this man. This man did not allow that to happen. So let me just tell you this. Before you mess this up, because you are wanting this godly man so bad, fix yourself first. Focus on yourself. When you focus on yourself and you are working on you, then God opens doors. Then God presents the opportunities. Stop looking for it. You're so focused on wanting this thing so badly that you are neglecting the things that you need to work on in yourself. So work on yourself first. Put God first. Let everything else be. Let everything else be. Okay?
I would have to agree. A godly man isn't someone who will tolerate the attitudes and tantrums that many modern women bring today. A lot of women say they want godly men or husbands, but they themselves aren't ready because they're still operating in a state of entitlement, immaturity, and emotional chaos. They want a man who's patient, loving, and strong, but they don't do the inner work to grow themselves spiritually, emotionally, or mentally. They're still caught up in past hurts, selfish desires, and a mindset that puts their needs above the relationship's needs. Being godly means walking in humility, self-control, and grace. And if a woman isn't willing to cultivate those qualities within herself, she can't expect a godly man to stick around or respect her. Men can sense when a woman is genuinely working on herself versus when she's just looking for a savior. A godly man wants a partner who walks beside him, not one who drags him into emotional battles or uses faith as a shield to excuse bad behavior.
Women keep women single. Single women cannot stand when any of their friends get into a relationship because they need their friends to support their bad behavior. This is even worse when a woman is married. A married woman's single friend will do everything and anything in their power to get the friend to leave her marriage. Anything the married woman shared with her single friends, the single friends will find a way to get her to view it in a negative way. Anything the man does will be criticized and scrutinized. It is the goal of single women to get her friend in a relationship or a marriage or to leave so that the women can be single again. That is why I always say all the time that women sabotage each other's relationships.
I'm changing my location on Bumble every single week until I find my future husband. Clearly, dating in New York with intention or looking for a husband is a losing game. So I think it's time for me to open my range to other locations, like the tri-state area. So this is my new goal. Every week, starting on Sunday morning, maybe Monday morning, I'm going to drop a pin in a completely new neighborhood/area and do like a radius. And throughout the whole week, I will swipe and match and see, who else is out there. In New York City, there are millions and millions of men, right? Dating is easy and fun, but it's like dating is different from looking for a relationship. Just because men are attracted to you, just because you can get a lot of dates, does not mean that any of these men want to settle down, especially in a city where there are millions of other options, where people come to New York I was born and raised here, but I understand that people come here for money, not for love. And yeah, we're all just career driven. The last thing that's on your mind is settling down. Even if the guy you're dating is somewhat wealthy, the mindset of unlimited options, you get the drift. So this week I dropped the pin in Montclair, New Jersey, okay, in the suburbs. And that's going to be my week, and I'm going to just look for guys there. We shall see. And then next week I'll pick another suburb or city outside of this city. Also, a lot of people live in other areas and commute to the city every day for work or the weekends. So yeah, that's the plan.
I respect the fact that some women are putting themselves out there genuinely looking for a husband. But the reality is that effort alone doesn't automatically make them appealing to men anymore. Because from a man's perspective, the risks are higher than ever and the rewards keep shrinking. Marriage, especially in the West, has lost its meaning, not because men don't value commitment, but because many women no longer respect what marriage actually stands for. It used to be about partnership, loyalty, building something together. Now, too often, it's about control, leverage, and what the man can provide. Divorce is treated like an escape button when things get boring or hard, and the legal system often punishes men just for trying to walk away. So why would a man be eager to sign up for that? Even when women say they want marriage, a lot of them are still approaching it with a selfish mindset, focused on the wedding but not the marriage itself.